This is your boy, Black MGTOW, coming at you live from the crib. This is my second video for this channel. It's doing pretty good right now, just starting off, man, just really forming a foundation and trying to get my subscribers up. So please, anybody that come across this video, subscribe, leave comments, leave feedback. I'm gonna leave my email pretty soon so that people can email me questions, and we can get to things where we basically start emailing me and I can respond and make videos about the email responses, and we can do question and answers, and we're basically gonna start including that and doing hangout chat and stuff, trying to collaborate with other men in the manosphere, man. So we're really trying to do it big, man. But today, what this video is about is we're gonna be talking about the economics of an unattractive male in this society, and as far as dating. Now, what do I mean by that? We need to really break down what is the purpose of an unattractive male dating in this modern, society structure. Why do you can also ask, why am I making this video? Well, I'm gonna be real with you. My whole life, man, I've really dealt with problems of insecurities, not feeling good enough, not feeling like I look good enough, not feeling like I make enough money. All of these things, can really lead a person to a route of depression, and that's some shit I'm not with no more. I refuse to be depressed. I refuse to sit here and feel sorry for myself because a bitch don't want to fuck me. Now, this is something that a lot of men deal with, and even if you're not unattractive, you're still going to deal with the fact that bitches are increasingly becoming more and more picky. But this video is really, I should say the point of this video is to say that unattractive men should stay out of the dating market. These motherfuckers need to see that their stocks are not high. And when your stock is not high, you don't need to be investing in that shit. Your stocks in the dating market is not high, my nigga. That's not the arena in life that you're going to dominate in. You feel me? People, I should say any successful person, how did they get to success? They find out what they're good at, and they stick with that shit. You feel me? LeBron James could have been a doctor, could have been a lawyer, nigga could have been a porn star shit. I don't know. Goddamn. Dicking him down James shit. I don't know. He could have been anything. But the nigga was an incredible basketball player. So what did he do? He became a basketball player. These people find their strengths and what they're great at, and they stick with it. They don't say, oh, well, I see this one thing I'm really great at, but nope, I'm not going to focus my energy on that shit. I'm going to focus my energy on some shit that I'm not even good at. That don't make logical sense, man. It doesn't make logical sense for unattractive men in this generation, in this world as it stands, to focus their energy on relationships, because you need to understand the economics and, more importantly, the dynamics of dating. You need to understand that looks are a form of social status. That shit can lead you to being discriminated against in the dating market. And the men that don't want to accept this and think, oh, I can gang my way into some pussy, I can PUA my way into some pussy, all you men out there that follow that shit, you're foolish. Now, of course, looks isn't the end or be all of shit. Just because you got the looks don't mean you can get any bitch you want. But I'll tell you this right now, that shit is a hell of an advantage. Because these men need to realize, and I keep repeating this because people don't understand this, we really are animals. You feel me? And we operate off of animal instincts. So looks come from a primal instinct in humans. And everything that we do is subconscious. Subconsciously, when we're looking at an attractive person, we would like to pass down the genes from them and combine with ours to our children. So we don't want inferior genes. And unattractive people in this society is deemed as an inferior thing. It's the same way as you don't want to drive a ugly ass car. Why? Because that car is inferior. That shit can't compete with a Ferrari. That shit can't compete with no goddamn Lamborghini. That's the dream car. You feel me? That's why I make this analogy between, you know what I mean, women and cars, because that's the most easy analogy to break down, because you can look at it as your whole life, right? You wanted that Ferrari, you wanted that Lambo. When you was a little kid, you was looking in the car magazines. You was like, ah, shit, I'm gonna get this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna be the shit. I'm gonna roll up on all these bitches, man. They gonna be hating. They gonna be wanting to fuck with me. You know what I mean? Nobody, when they was a little kid, said, man, I want a fucking Honda Accord. That shit go hard, bruh. No, bruh. Nobody that was young ever said this. We want the fastest shit. And we knew this when we was a kid. So you know this shit is primal. We already knew what was attractive and unattractive. It ain't some shit that just happened and you just woke up one day and you was like, oh shit, I know this. I know this is what I like. Nah, it's always been there. Unattractive men need to understand that in this dating market, your efforts and the energy that you put in is not going to be reciprocated. That same time you putting into that bitch, or that same time you putting into these things that aren't really going to benefit you in the long run. It don't necessarily gotta be women. It could be drugs, alcohol, whatever the case is, whatever your crux is, or your crutch. These things are only going to deter you. They're only going to lead you down to a path you don't want to go down, man. Men need to realize the social economics of this shit. Ugly or unattractive dudes should not be focused on dating. You should not be focusing on getting money just for the purposes of attracting more women, because that is also foolish. Unattractive dudes, I'm sorry to say, need to accept that 9 times out of 10, the woman that you really want is not going to want you. And that shit hurts, man, because it's coming from a dude I've fallen for girls that's not even 9s or 10s. They're not dimes. These bitches be about 7s, 6s. And they, you know what I mean? You being realistic with yourself and you get humbled. But don't let that deter you, man. Don't let no bitch that's not even that good looking, or even if she is good looking, don't let that shit determine who you are and what you gonna do. Just because a bitch to reject you don't mean shit, my nigga. It's life. Just look at it like on some animal shit, man. In the animal kingdom, the lions that get the most kills, the alpha males, the ones that get, you know what I mean, the most food, the ones who are the strongest, the fastest, they are the first to reproduce. Beta males and unattractive males, they scour. They feel weak. They know they can't fuck with the big dog. So they know they roll. They chill. They embrace their life. This is what we need to do, man. Know our role. Or know your role. Shit, me included. Nigga tried to disclude himself real quick. I'm included. Shit. I'm the goddamn CEO of goddamn Ugly Niggas Incorporated. We out here. But look. This is basically, you know what I mean? This video is basically to say, man, unattractive, man, you really need to focus on yourself, man. Because I can tell you right now, there's no bitch out here that's going to replace that emptiness inside after you've been rejected your whole life. Can't no bitch take away all that pain, man. It's just not going to happen. That shit's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. And it's really an issue because this society teaches people to be like, looks don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all personality, bitch. That shit does not matter a damn thing. That shit don't matter, man. That shit does not matter, man. Do not listen to anybody that puts that personality as everything. That shit ain't nothing, man. Personality is a subset of looks. Like, without looks, you're not getting through that door, my nigga. You could be the most amazing person in the world. You feel me? Like Whoopi Goldberg, that bitch, that could be the most poetic, motherfucking amazing, altruistic person I ever met in my life. But if that bitch looked like the bottom of my feet, that is a no-go. And I got some ugly ass feet, so that's pretty bad. If that bitch looked like a girl, I got this. If that bitch looked like one of the 5 niggas that were, what's some niggas, the cookie niggas? I don't know if it's the Toll House or them troll niggas. If she like one of them niggas off the cookie box, the 5 trolls, nah, bruh. We not fucking with it. It's 2017. We not with that. We off that. We left ugly bitches in 2016. But for real, man, if a bitch look like that, man, we can't fuck with it, man. So why do we expect a bitch to act differently? Because we delusional. When it's in our situation, we want things to go this way. But when it's in another perspective, we want to change it. That's not real life, man. Real life is much more complicated than that. And I really just want to make this video for all the dudes out there that struggle with it, man. Don't worry about that shit, man. Know your strengths. The one thing I want people to take away from this video is know your strength. Become the best at something, my nigga. It's better than being the best at nothing. You feel me? Now, with that being said, man, I want to take the special time to say this video was very important to me. It's one of the first topics that I thought about. So, I'm glad that y'all rocking with me, man. Glad that y'all took the time out to look at this video. There'll be a lot more content coming. I'm trying to make at least a video a day. Probably going to crank out another video. Hopefully I can get some more feedback and definitely get some email questions. I'm going to put my email in my description for my video so that y'all can hit me up. And, you know what I mean? If you need advice, you need anything, man, I'm an open person, man. I got an open door policy. Anybody that wants to communicate with me, I got you, man. But this is Black MGTOW, man, and the title of this video, I fucked up in the beginning, but the title of this video is Unattractive Men Should Not, I repeat, unattractive men should not prioritize dating in their lives. This is Black MGTOW, man. I'm out.